Hey dumbasses, got some more bad Pokemon battles for you. Shit. Okay, so this is another mixed tier battle against Dan. Mixed tier roulette battle. Yeah. So same as last time, we didn't get to choose our Pokemon. So, here we go. He leads with a Poliwrath. I lead with a Scyther. I really like Scyther, I want to use him in this battle, but not against Poliwrath, so I switch him out to Cresselia, because I know Cresselia can take any hit he's going to use against me. So he used the Ice Punch because it's super effective against Scyther, I think, because of flying, and now I know he has the Ice Punch, so that's good. I Calm Mind knowing that I can take anything he's going to do, so I expected a switch, but he doesn't. He stays in and substitutes. I'm really not worried. I go for the Psychic just because I don't want him doing anything crazy, like Focus Punching or something, which would be stupid against Cresselia, but you know. With the Psychic, super effective because he's part fighting, and he goes to the Waterfall. It'll do more than Ice Punch because it's stab, but still really nothing to Cresselia. So I'm really not worried. I expect a switch here, but I want to get some damage on him. So I go for Charge Beam. He goes into Weavile because Psychic would do no damage to him because he's immune because he's part dark. But I have Charge Beam and it's super effective against Poliwrath anyways, that's why I use it. That's a crit. It does such little damage because it's low. It's only 50 base attack. Now I switch out to Scyther. I have the Endure Reversal Scyther here, so I use Endure. But he has the Ice Shard, which is priority, so that kind of ruins my little plan. However, after I get my Salic boost, at low HP, he switches out because he expects me to have the Quick Attack, but I don't have Quick Attack, so that's great for me. I'm all set now. So he goes back to Scyther as Ice Swords Dance, expecting to switch after he thought I had Quick Attack, and then I go with Reversal, which is 200 base attack at 1 health. And with the +2 on a Scyther, that's gonna pretty much kick some ass. So that kills Poliwrath. He goes out into Flygon. I'm not really sure what he's planning to do here, so I just Endure. He uses U-turn, so that's great, because I don't have to deal with fucking Flygon right now. And then Weavile comes back in, and I know he's got an Ice Shard, so I leave now, and he's like, oh, what, you didn't have the fucking Quick Attack? And I was like, no. So I go back into, no, I don't go back, I go into Bronzong, because he's good at taking physical hits. But this Weavile has low kick, and I think Bronzong's pretty heavy, so it does a lot of damage. But the Weavile is almost dead from Life Orb, so I'm just going to set up my Stealth Rocks. He's hoping for a crit here, but he doesn't get it. And then I set up Reflect. If I set up Reflect earlier, maybe I would have lived another Night Slash, but Stealth Rocks were more important at this point to me, so that's what I did first. So we got a double down here. I go into Dragonite because I was expecting Flygon. He goes into Jumpluff. I use Extreme Speed because I think I'm under the impression that Jumpluff is frail, but it's not, so it takes it really well. And then it goes for Sleep Powder, and it misses, so I'm like, okay, great, I'll go into Scyther because he's got 1 HP, and I can use him as Sleep Fodder. And then it misses again. So I'm like, okay, I'll just stay in. And then it misses again. So I kill it with X-Scissor. Because I have Swarm. This is a Swarm Scyther, by the way. So that was exciting. It was a complete waste of Reflect, but whatever. He goes into Charizard, which gets raped by my Stealth Rocks. Thankfully I set those up. And then I use Reversal. 200 base power, even though I have no Swords Dances. And that's going to kill it. Even though it's not very effective. So Scyther has, with the help of some Sleep Powder hacks, has done some pretty amazing shit. So here, he brings out his Flygon, who just Stone Edges my Scyther to death. And I go into Cresselia, because Cresselia is good at taking physical hits. I just go for Psychic. I'm not sure why he went into Breloom, I guess because it was his only other Pokemon, and oh yeah, and his Flygon was Scarfed, so he had to switch out because Cresselia wasn't gonna die from Stone Edge, that's for sure. So he has to sacrifice Breloom, which does 1 hit from Psychic, obviously. And then he comes back with Flygon, and he's all like, angry and shit. But I'm not scared of an outrage. So I'm sitting here, psychic him, does roughly, now it's 2-hit KO anyway, or at least close to 1. So he outrages again. I'm sitting pretty, and I psychic, I think it was gonna kill, but then it doesn't. It brings him down to really low. And then at this point I call a confusion death. I think he's gonna kill himself with confusion. So just to prove my point, I use Moonlight instead of Psychic. And then he gets confused because of Outrage. He got the 3-turn Outrage. And he's like yelling at me because I'm delaying the game or whatever, but whatever. So then I switch out into my Dugtrio just because I have complete faith that he's going to kill himself from confusion. And then he kills himself from confusion. And I'm sitting here laughing. And yeah, good game, Dan.